Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And
a big bienvenue!
Thank you, Jim Ross. And welcome back to the HCW channel. And welcome back to another indie show review. I'm your host, as normal, Dan, DP, Depreezy. But you call me Dan. You know, like you and me, you know, we're cool like that, you know. Anywho, this is the first one I've done these in a little bit. It's been a few weeks and a few tough weeks, to be completely honest. But we're back. I'm actually recording something. I'm actually going to do something. And we're going to get this channel back on its feet. So yeah, we are looking at catching up on what I fell behind on. So we are kicking that off with DKW Loaded Lottery on the 29th of June. And for those who aren't aware, that is my birthday. Happy birthday to me, yada yada, whatever. But the main thing I want to point out is I chose to go to a wrestling show on my birthday because I'm like that. Anyway, DKW Loaded Lottery. It took place in Woodford, which is in South London. Southeast London, South London, it's something like that. Anyway, and I think without any further ado, we just get into it and get into the review, because the people watching this want me to talk about their matches and they want me to talk about what I thought and what I saw. So, the show kicked off with none other than new British heavyweight champion Founder Jackson and his protege Vicky. This is Life Changers Inc. This is Life Changers Incorporated. This is the group that I'd seen advertised on social media through DKW, and I'd never seen them to this point. I started back in March, and I'd only seen Founder. I'd never actually seen Vicky or anyone else from Life Changers, and I really wanted to see them. Like, you don't understand, I really wanted to see what Life Changers was, and I really wanted to see how they were as a group. They tried to start a sing-song and get a chant going, but of course, no one does. They refused then to sing the song they were going to sing, and just informed that they'll be looking to invite the winner of the main event of this show to their group, Life Changers Incorporated. Founder then goes on to talk about Champagne Charlie, saying he couldn't afford the train ticket to South London, and then they leave. I've wanted to see them for so long, Life Changers, and it's been a while, that I can say now that I wasn't disappointed when I saw them. Vicky is great. Like, Founder's great, but we've already established how good Founder is from previous shows. This is my first time seeing Vicky, and Vicky is a good magnet. A good second in command sort of thing. Like, a very good sort of hench person in regards to bouncing off Founder and what Founder says and does. Like, either backing him up or continuing it on. You know, like stirring the pot, egging him on, that sort of thing. She's really good at that. And she also interacts with the crowd, which is something that you don't necessarily see from a lot of people. So it's good that she's doing that, and it's good to see just in general. Though I'm sure there are better PG alternatives than saying spoons. I don't know. Calling someone a spoon is a little bit... however, you can call someone a rusty spoon if they're old. If they're young, a slippery spoon. If they're rich, silver spoon. I guess it is kind of... It's kind of free range. I guess it's flexible. You can work with it, you know. But yeah, that was how things started off. I believe it was meant to be a championship celebration, but because the crowd didn't go for it, they didn't do it.
Witness absolute greatness.
Come on, give him a cheer. Let's go.
Okay, on a count of three, I want everyone in this venue on their feet. I want you all to chant Founder, Founder, Founder. 1, 2, 3.
Disrespectful, all of you.
Hey, one more time. That might have been a mistake. One more time. Okay? On the count of three, all up on your feet. Okay, I know it's hard for some people in East London to do a bit of work.
But yeah, that was the start of this, and that's how it ended, pretty much, at that starting bit. If I do look down from the camera, by the way, it's because my notes are literally right there. So I'm just reading my notes as we're going through this. So we went on to the opening match. We had Big O taking on Ricardo Borg. Now, this wasn't the first time that I'd seen Big O. I was familiar with Big O. However, it's my first time seeing Ricardo Borg. And, I mean, now I kind of understand it, but saying that, I don't really. But at the time that I wrote these notes, I still can't even comprehend what Ricardo is. And is he a duck in a human body? Or human in a... Wait a minute. That won't work. It's a case of he wears like a massive camouflage camouflage outfit, and he wears a custom-made duck hockey mask, which is a bit like Kitty Jones from Turtles, if you're familiar. But other than that, I don't necessarily understand what this is. He often shouts like, "I see red, I see red," like that sort of thing. And the main thing that he says is, he shouts it really loud, like, "Quack power, quack power, quack power." Which, if you can't tell what I'm saying, I'm not saying crack, I'm saying quack. Quack power. He is a enthusiast of the ducks, I guess is the right thing for it. But yeah, I mean, how often can you say that you've seen someone in a camo suit, camo gear, whatever, while wearing a duck hockey mask? It's completely bizarre, and I'm absolutely all here for it. I'm all in, so to speak. Ricardo does win this match, surprisingly. I say surprisingly. I don't know how surprised you are by me saying that. With a concealed rope choke and eventual submission victory. So he has like this yellow rope thing, which I'm assuming is used in like boating or something. I don't know, but he has this little yellow rope, and he puts it like around Big O's neck, but covers it with the arm, so the ref can't see it, which I thought was pretty good. It was pretty genius of a way of doing it, and yeah, I mean, I approve personally. So yeah, the submission happened, and I rated the match 3.25 stars. It seemed like Big O had a similar issue to what I had at the time in identifying what Ricardo Borg actually is. Because it seemed like a good majority of the match, he just didn't have an answer for Ricardo Borg. And when he finally did start getting some moves in, Ricardo played possum to distract the ref and Big O to use the rope to garrote Big O and choke him out for the submission win. I respect the hustle, completely respect it. And to be honest, I think we've got a future world title challenger at the London show on the 27th of July. Now, watch that prediction come true. It might not. I don't know. Just saying that, you know. Anywho, we move on to the second match of the night. It is Tom Edwards, no nonsense Tom Edwards, taking on the debuting Ash Lee. It might not be Ashley's debut. Fuck's sake. We go into the second match of the night. No nonsense Tom Edwards taking on Ash Lee. Ash Lee, of course, made his debut for DKW at Gold Rush, where he took on Nathan Blade. Tom doesn't take Ash seriously in this match to begin with. Tom throws out some general remarks as well about Ash while doing moves, referring to Ash's age in particular. Edwards' experience in this match gives him the edge, but Ash's spring in his step allows him to come back in various moments of the match. Saying that, however, Tom has majority of the later control until some shenanigans with a loose turnbuckle enable Ash to get a cheeky pin for 2. Ash wins following a reversal of a suplex into a roll-up flash pin. This was a David and Goliath type match, with the general mindset being that the Goliath in this match being Edwards, would overcome David, who was Ashley. But in the classic tale of David and Goliath, of course, David came out on top thanks to some on-the-spot thinking, and I can honestly say that I was positively surprised by this. However, I have to say, it was nonsense. And as a fellow no-nonsense believer, I have to rate this match 1 star. Then we move on to the tag match. We have Youth Project, Isaac Blair and Dylan Scales taking on the Emo Trash Boys, Ted Saban and Andros J. Fucking yes. I've seen Ted Saban a couple of times on other shows and he is phenomenal. Great wrestler. I'd love to see him. The winners of this match will pick the match stipulation for the tag title match at the anniversary show. Youth Project are stepping in for Big Steppers here, I guess. So if they win, Big Steppers choose stipulation, and if the Trash Boys win, they choose the stipulation. When they come out for their entrances, you can see me on the camera asking my friend next to me if Youth Project's song is AI generated. I haven't got a clip of it because I can't find it anywhere, because I'm assuming it is AI generated. But yeah, it just seems a little odd because there's a lyric. There's a lyric there in there that says like Youth Project Tag Team of the Year, which I just thought was a bit, it's a little bit cringe. But, it is what it is. Anyway, the Emo Trash Boys start things off by berating the crowd. Solid crowd work from Ted and Andros there. Andros and Dylan, though, start things off, and the game plan for the Trash Boys becomes clear. Isolation and decimation. Specifically on the smaller of the Youth Project, Isaac Blair. The majority of the match sees Emo Trash Boys having the upper hand on Isaac, while Dylan waits on the outside. To be honest though, I do think Isaac gets low-key kind of motivated by the pain. I'm not saying he's a masochist, but there was something about him because he kept looking to exchange blows and exchange strikes, chops, kicks, sort of pure Resu style. I imagine he might have some inspiration from, New Japan, All Japan, Noah, those kind of things back in the day and whatever. If I had to guess, he's probably seen a few old matches like that, or a fair few old matches like that, and taking a bit of inspiration from those. However, after about 7 or 8 minutes of Trash Boys beating down Isaac does eventually get the hot tag to Dylan. Dylan comes in on a hot streak, hitting short clotheslines, a couple of suplexes, but generally looking a little clunky in places in the ring. I do say, though, bear in mind, this is his second ever professional match. So, his first being a beach battle, I'll cut him some slack. This is it's fine. For second ever professional match, nerves are going to get to you. All kinds of things are going to get to you at that stage. It's fine. The Emo Trash Boys, however, win with the Mushroom Stomp assisted DDT on Isaac Blair. They then do a promo afterwards where they announce the stipulation for the anniversary show tag title match, which will be a 2 out of 3 falls match. Would the match serve as a look towards the future, or a look towards the tag title match with the Big Steppers? Who knows? Will the Trash Boys be able to dethrone the Big Steppers? Find out in our next DKW review. Plug! Yeah. Anyway, I rated this 3 1/4 stars. I liked it. Realistically, I did like this. I will say as well, Dylan didn't get enough time in the ring, and I believe I did say this at the venue as well when someone asked me who what I thought, and I did say it as it was. I just felt like Dylan didn't get enough time in the ring and enough time to shine, which was ultimately the downfall as to why I misspoke on the last review that I did at DKW. I'm not going to reiterate what I said back then because it's just not true, and it's completely wrong of me as to even have said that. Again, that was taken out of context though by my co-host at the time, and it was just a little awkward. But yeah, I think since then, me and Dylan have spoken like in person, and I think we've sort of squashed it. Like he knows I didn't mean anything bad by it. He just knows that it happens sometimes, and he just knows that I think generally I didn't mean what I said. I mean it in a case of I want to see them improve. But yeah, that was the third match of the night. So now we move on to the fourth. It is time for a debut match. Peregrine Kelly taking on Peter Miller. Peregrine Kelly, this is his debut match if you don't count the appearance he had at the Oscars Battle Royal in March. He was there. So he is second out. Out first is Peter Miller, of course. Peter comes out. He's slapping hands. Yeah. Look at me. I'm cool. Yeah, I've got a hat and a moustache. And then he comes to me and he's like, hey, that fucking bastard. To begin things off, and Peter does show his technical chops, and Kay does the same. It becomes a technical affair until Peregrine pulls out a rope-assisted tightrope arm drag, which I thought was pretty cool. Peregrine attempts to hit a running something, but he's caught by a lariat. And Peter does apologise, not to me, to Kelly, before he wins with a DDT. I mean, at least he apologised. That's something, right? I rated this match 2 3/4 stars. Only reason I rated it lower was because it didn't really get enough time to really get going. It was a fairly short match, about 5 minutes, and Peter showed me more here than what he had previously. And I think I just sort of wished I could have seen more from Peregrine Kelly and see what he can do. But it is what it is. I'm sure that I'll see more of both of them eventually. And that brings me on to the main event for the DKW Showcase Championship. Champion Axel Woods, taking on challenger Jaden, or Jaden Williams. I'm not too sure what he uses now in DKW. I know in WrestleForce he uses Jaden Williams. I'm not sure about what else or where else he might wrestle that he might use a name, but I believe here he's using just Jaden. Anyway. Jaden does his entrance. He's got an aura about him. The way he carries himself, he means business with every encounter he has. I've only seen him once at this point, bear in mind. I just know of him through WrestleForce and all that, but this is the first time I've actually seen the guy live. Axel has the most uncharacteristic hand slaps for a woodsman. Very gentle. Very gentle. You see this guy, big beard, a bit of grey hair, grizzled even. Looks like a really, hard man, like very sort of like he's doing like proper hand slaps and stuff like that. But he comes out with the belt in hand, the axe in the other. He's like, can you hear that on the mic? I don't know. Like it's very, very light. Anyway. It's just very uncharacteristic for someone of his look. Jaden, so the match begins. Jaden's very outspoken during the starting moments of the match, exclaiming each hit and exclaiming with each hit and taunting when he's in control. Axel gets baited into allowing Jaden to the merch stand, into following Jaden to the merch stand, and gets a face full of water and thrown into a hallway or something like that. So there's basically a doorway at the back of the venue that led to some sort of unmarked corridor. No idea what that was. But anyway, Axel was thrown into there. At this point, though, Jaden has control of the match. And besides a couple of shots, Jaden has full control. Body slams, elbow strikes, kicks, etc. It's during this part of the match also that the control and the targeting begins of Axel's knee. It becomes a little uncomfortable to watch as he hobbles along trying to fight back, but failing to do so, fall into a body slam against the ropes, which looked brutal. Axel does get a moment of reprieve, but it's only a moment, as Jaden hits an amazing floor-to-head scorpion kick to Axel to stop him in his tracks. Axel takes back the control after intercepting Aiden midair with a clothesline. At this point, though, the match becomes a very back-and-forth affair. A shooting star splash from Jaden misses, which really makes you wonder why Jaden has not pinned Axel at all at this point. Jaden ducks a spear and Axel spears the ref instead, taking both Axel and the ref out. Jaden then begins to make his way to the merch stand and speaks trash to the women on the merch stand, who is Axel's own daughter. And this results in a well-deserved slap to the face of Jaden by Axel's daughter. Axel, however, wins with the spear after Jaden misses a chair shot and hits himself in the face with a chair. So Axel is still your champion. I rated this match 4 stars. This was great. I love the feel. I love the feel of the match. It had a personal aspect to it. Had a bit of everything going. From Jaden's fast-paced offense to Axel's slower but more precise offense. I followed a bit more of a King's Road style sort of match. And while Jaden didn't get the win, he impressed me immensely. And this is my first time seeing him in action live. While Axel continues to be a dominant champion as he now continues his 250 plus day reign as Showcase champion. But that's not it. Post-match, Fallon Jackson offers Axel the chance to join Life Changers Incorporated, joining the ranks of Life Changers along the likes of Wade Barrett, Nick Aldis, Matt Ball, and most importantly, Founder Jackson. But before Axel can answer, Jaden attacks Axel. Axel might have said yes, you know. You don't know that he was going to say no. The Life Changers then gang upon Axel, and Big O makes the save. I mean, kinda. He's then taken out by Life Changers as well. And then Axel has his leg taken out by Founder, courtesy of a stomp to Axel's ankle while it's like in a chair. It's been wrapped in a chair. And then the Life Changers Inc. stand tall as they stand with their new member Jaden, Founder, Vicky, Jaden. It's a pretty that's an impressive trio right there. And they stand tall to end the show. And that was the end of the show. Generally speaking, I enjoyed it. There was a couple of weak points, but generally speaking, I think all shows have that, so it's fine. The main takeaway, of course, is just how good Jaden is. Axel's really good too, but obviously, like, Jaden made more of the impression on me because of just... Again, first time seeing him, he was always going to leave a bit more impression. In regards to the tag match as well, I'm really impressed with Ted and Andros. I was impressed with Andros the first time I saw him, like at the March show where he teamed with Eden Rise. And the opening match, Ricardo Borg, it's just bizarre. It's so bizarre. And as for you, Pete Miller, I'm sure you'll be seeing that again at some point. But other than that, I have, of course, been Dan, DP, or Depoeasy. And this has been a show review for DKW Loaded Lottery, 29th of June, South Woodford. I might do a little slideshow or something I did the meet and greet afterwards because I accidentally told my friend it was my birthday and they insisted on getting me the backstage pass and then taking photos of me with the various wrestlers who were there who doing the backstage pass thing. Wasn't my favourite time. I'm not a huge fan of that. See, what a great slideshow that was. But no, that does bring an end to this video. I've been Dan, DKW. This has been the show review for DKW Loaded Lottery 29th of June, South Woodford. And in regards to the video, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. This is all free stuff, it hurts no one. Comment as well. If you're DKW, comment. You know, like, let me know. Let me know if you like the video. You know, let me know if you want to see more. Let me know if you want to work with me some more. I am joking, but like, if you guys want to work some more with me, I'm open to it. I'm absolutely open to it. If you don't, that's fine also. But no. What was I say? Yeah, sorry. Comment what you thought of the show if you were there. If you weren't there and saw it online, let me know what you thought there too. And that does bring an end to this. So that's that done. You can find us on our social medias, which are just here, which are there we go, I'm over there. Twitch is there, Twitter's there, Facebook's there, and Instagram is over there. Twitch is coming back. I recently did a stream on Fallout London. That was fun. I might do a more regular stream of these sorts of games going forward. I don't know just yet. But we will keep building and we'll keep going forward and we'll keep looking to collaborate with other people. Hell, I might even get someone from DKW themselves to jump on these reviews. It'd be really weird for them. And that's the vibe. But no, that does bring an end to this review. I've been Dan, DKW, and this has been the end. Au revoir. Now we move on to a tag match. Youth Project, Isaac. We move on to the second match of the night. No Nonsense Tom Edwards taking on Ash Lee. Of course, Ash Lee has recently broken out into DKW, having his first debut match at Beach Battle. Or Gold Rush. It's one or two. Shit, I don't remember.